Okay, so thank you so much for sitting in with me. If you're tuning in, we are here with A Changing Channels. I'm Caitlin Leggett. I'm your host, and we are here with who?
Tia Corine.
Period. Okay, and we are here live at Summer in the Carolinas. So I want to go ahead and get into it. So tell me a little bit about your sound.
I think that my sound is kind of all over the place, like how I am. I'm just all over the place. One day I'm rock, one day I'm pop, one day I'm anime, one day I'm trap. So I think that I define my music like anime trap because it's bubbly, it's fun, it's very loud, and you can see it. You know what I mean? Like a cartoon. But it also is very hard, and I say like really crazy, outlandish things. And yeah, that's the hood in me right there.
Okay. So where would you say that some of your influence for your sound comes from?
I think from everybody, because I used to listen to, of course, Tyler Creator, like Erykah Badu, Currency, Wiz Khalifa, SZA. I mean, it's a mixture from everybody, but I think it's more so from what my parents used to play. My mom used to play like a lot of like rock, pop, 70s, 80s, 90s hits, but my dad played like Run DMC, A Tribe Called Quest, Sugar Hill Gang. So a lot of my stuff is from them, like what I used to listen to, like Usher, yeah. So a lot of that I think is from when I was a kid, but that's because that's where I found my love for music.
Okay, so going back to when you were a kid. Not stamped on me, okay? We rep where we from, so talk to me a little bit where you're from shaped your sound.
I think it's just because schools that I were in or the people that I ran into, but I really just think it's probably because of my mom and how she raised me, because she let me be who I was. So if I wanted to be a ballerina one day, sign me up for ballerina. If I wanted to play soccer, sign me up. Basketball, I think it's really just what she allowed me to do was to be myself, and that allowed me to like be around different people, because I had a Hispanic best friend, I had a white best friend, I had an Asian best friend, I had black friends, and so I think it's just because Winston is really diverse, and then they have a lot of different activities that I think a lot of people don't think we have, because they're like, oh, Winston is so country. But my mom's Native American, so she used to take us to powwows, so I used to go there and do things like that. And so yeah, I don't know, like we have art summer camps. My mom used to do Sawtooth Center, which is the art summer camp that I used to do. And I don't know, I think that Winston is just well-rounded in the things that they have that people just don't expect.
And I know you bring up diversity, and you have
I don't even know where it comes from. Like, like a lot of people DM me from like Australia, Zimbabwe, Japan, like Africa, like just Paris, like Russia, and it shocks me every time. I'm like, they're like, when you coming out to Russia? I'm like, I didn't even know y'all bringing me out there. I'm like, look, give me the show, I'm there. But I don't know where it comes from. Honestly, like it may have something to do with, I know that a lot of my supporters are anime fans, and they just like that whole this K-pop thing. It may just, I don't know. I don't really know. I don't know. I think that maybe it's because I'm like a little eccentric, so maybe that's just a little bit of everybody. And
are you open to performing overseas?
Oh yeah, for sure. For sure, I'm there.
Okay, so I know you performed at Summer in the Carolinas before. This is actually year 2?
Yeah.
I remember you from last year. So talk to me a little bit. I'm all about self-reflection and growth. So talk to me a little about like where you were last year in juxtaposition to where you are now.
Yeah, I mean last year of course it was great, but right now I think last year it was, I hadn't really dropped anything new yet. I'm still kind of, so at that point I'm performing like newer stuff that I want to drop this year. And this year I'm about to drop my album, my first album. And I think at that point I was kind of maybe coming off a little bit of the high of my deluxe and my EP. But this year I'm going into bigger things. I have a lot of bigger looks. I just was shouted out by Pigeons Planes on their Complex site. So I think at this point, I'm transitioning from that gray area space where I'm not like a local rapper anymore. And so yeah,
definitely performing at Rolling Out. You ain't local no more.
About 4.
Okay, so as women, and as black women, and as women of diverse colors, we tend to come in lanes and dominate. And you have very clearly done that. You created your own lane and you dominated. So talk to me a little bit about some lanes that you're hoping to get into, like outside of music.
Yeah, so I definitely want to get into the acting.
Okay.
Like I want to be an actress. I want to perform in a thriller. I really like thriller movies, so I want to do something suspenseful. I definitely want to work my way into being a main character in something, but I definitely want to get into acting. I want to get into voiceovers as well. I do want to get into an anime show or like some type of show of my own. And I do like fashion. I love fashion a lot. I definitely want to get into it more. So I definitely want to get into like runway.
Oh, we love that. Period. Multifaceted.
Yeah. So.
Okay, so last question. So Tia Corine, who is she really?
Crazy. Not just like. You know what? I don't know. I think I wake up every day wondering that too. I don't know. I think I just am. Like I just go with the flow. So whatever I wake up to be, because I go through a lot of stuff. So a lot of the stuff shapes who I am in that moment. So I think Tia is just whatever I want to be in that moment.
And there's no difference. There's no.
Yeah,
it's just
but,
all
right. But it's weird because Tia, I'm just like my music. Like I might do a rock song, but you can always tell it's Tia. You know what I mean? So no matter, right? I just want to interview.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Yeah, like
Pause because they didn't want to see him.
and my kid wasn't here. I would have had to turn up. But anyway, yeah.
We love that.
Yeah.
We love that.
So
Okay.
no matter what I am, you always gonna know it's that Tia. No matter if I change, you always gonna see that Tia in there.
And tell me a little bit. You just brought up your baby girl. Tell me how she influences your music.
Oh my gosh, it's just because I see her in me. I look at her and it's like, even if I'm having a bad day, I'm just like, dang, like she just pops out of nowhere and it's just like. And it's like, dang, you're right. I should just be happy. And then she just puts a smile on her face because it's like, dang, that's me right there. That's a reflection
You
of
see
me.
yourself.
Yeah, it's like I can't even be sad right now.
So looking at her, you see yourself as a little girl. What are some things that you would tell yourself, then looking at where you are now?
I would probably tell myself like to not let people push my buttons. Yeah, pretty much that, and just try to like control my emotions a little bit better, and just kind of like. I think I will also tell myself to not care what other people think so much, because that. It's just like
That's
like
such a full circle moment.
I teared up. Yeah, we teared up. She cried. We cried together, and then she was like, "You're just so good. Like I'm so proud of you. It's your music." And it's like, wow. So.
Well, I want to thank you for talking to me, for letting us into your head a little bit. Again, who are we here with?
Tia Corine.
Period. Thank you again.
Yes, no, thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you.
I do a little bit of it all.